What is up, my beautiful people? Exile451 here again, coming at you with more daily Reddit smile stories. Got some long ones today, so I'll get right to it. Real quick, before we get started, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to click the thumbs up and subscribe button so you can get updates when I put up new content. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy some random acts of kindness. Even small gestures restore belief in humanity. Sorry, long post, but TLDR at the end. I'm going through a particularly rough chapter in my life, got cancer in middle of chemotherapy, and there are definitely days that are rougher than any before in my life. There are people who make you question their existence on this planet. Talking to the guy who came down a one-way lane in a parking lot to cut me off for the space I was about to pull into. Then, there are the ones who, in a moment, with a small, unexpected gesture, replace every negative feeling you have for humanity. I never expect anything from anyone else, as everyone works hard for their existence. So, when someone gives something, it should be acknowledged and appreciated. This happened at a local shaved ice place. I was having a difficult day, as my digestive system didn't want to deal with food, and side effects were out of control. I walked in knowing that, yeah, sugar-coated ice, probably not the best on the list, but if it was what my stomach was going to accept, shaved ice would be what it was getting. The young lady behind the counter asked me how my day was, and I told her better now that I was there. I lamented how I didn't understand some people and their actions. My scarf came off my bald head, and seeing her reaction, I explained I'm going through chemo. That is why I was there, because my stomach was okay with shaved ice. I gave her my order, and she gave me a total that was $4 less than usual. I said I was sorry. I thought I said large, and she said yes, I did. And I noticed now there's a VIP discount. I said I totally don't need a discount, to which she tells me, when we work 30 hours, we earn one of these discounts, and I rarely use mine, and you sound like you could use it today. I thanked her and put all the money I would have spent, plus the tip I was going to give, into the tip jar. She hands me my syrup-drenched ice and tells me she will look forward to seeing me again. Not going to lie, once I got into my car, I sat there and cried for a good 10 minutes. All because this complete stranger gave me a discount she works hard to earn and took a horrible day and made it into a memory of kindness I won't ever forget. TLDR, had a difficult day and went for shaved ice. Young lady employee there uses discount she earns for hours worked on me. Restores belief in good people in world. Wow, OP, I'm so sorry to hear that you are going through cancer, that you are going through chemo, and that you have to deal with this cancer. That is a terrible thing. But that is a wonderful story of just someone caring about someone else and being selfless and give something that they have earned to help someone else's life. Thank you so much for sharing, and that is, again, just a touching, wonderful reminder that there are still good people in this world. Walked a lost golden retriever out of the road and to her owner. I was driving up from the gym to the back roads closest to my home. Made a full stop in the middle of the road and saw a lost doggo just wandering about. I waited for her to pass to the sidewalk. I looked around, not a soul. I lived just around the corner, so I quickly went home, parked my car, and ran my butt down the hill to check on her. She immediately recognized me as I stopped for her earlier and ran up to me. I checked her tags, just a name, so I naturally let her run to the nearest house and ring the doorbell. Voila! She's home. Her owner claimed someone let her out, and she was totally oblivious. I would have felt horrible if I'd left her without knowing she was safe. I grew up not being allowed any pet besides a fish. I instantly connected with her for a brief moment this afternoon, and now I kind of want a dog. Preferably a husky. OP, dogs are wonderful. I seriously recommend getting at least one, because you will always be blessed by taking one into your life. I have never met a person who had a dog who regretted it. But that is a wonderful story, and thank you so much for doing the right thing and going back to try and help that dog, because I know in my life I have been so appreciative when someone has done the same for me. Really hope you get a dog. They are wonderful things, but thank you again, and thank you for sharing. A doctor paid for my breakfast this morning. I'm a 17-year-old student enrolled in the ITLS in Hong Kong. This morning, planned to have breakfast at a McDonald's and then study for my exams for the rest of the day in the library. I got to the front of the line and I made the realization that I didn't bring my wallet down with me. I panicked a bit and fumbled through all the loose change that I had on me and dropped a bunch on the floor. So I just told the cashier to cancel my order, having decided I wasn't gonna have breakfast today. Then a lady behind me offers to pay for my meal. I told her that I couldn't accept her offer and that I had just left my wallet at home, but she insisted anyway and tapped her card onto the card reader. Later, she told me that she was a doctor at a local hospital, and she saw that I had an ITLS textbook with me and thought she could help out someone going into her field. Later on, she also asked if I had enough money to take the bus home. Not really sure how I should end this off, but this random act of kindness really made my day. Well, it would make my day too. I mean, that is a wonderful thing that someone would pick up the tab for your meal. Now, I'm a little surprised that a doctor is eating at a place like McDonald's, which isn't exactly known for healthy food, but, you know, I guess it works, and it worked out for you. And thank you so much for just accepting the meal and not being a choosing beggar and wanting to tack something else onto it. That is a massive show of respect for her and for what she's doing for you. So thank you so much for just being a good human being as well. Woman gave my niece a Beanie Boo. Sorry if I spelt it incorrectly, but I'm talking about those big-eyed stuffed animals. Me, my sister, and her daughter were at IHOP. I believe it's an international restaurant, when an old lady walked up to our table and the following conversation ensued. Old lady: "Hello, how is your day?" Me: "It's okay, how can we help you?" Old lady: "My daughter has recently graduated from college and would like me to give away her stuff. Would your daughter like to come pick one?" I didn't say it was my niece to not be rude, and me and sister look nothing alike. Me: "Sure." I walk outside with my niece, where a box of Beanie Boos are waiting outside. Niece picks up a giraffe with purple eyes, if anyone was wondering. I thank the woman for her kindness, and we head back in. If that wasn't the nicest thing ever, I don't know what is. Spread the kindness, kids. Wow, that is a throwback. Beanie Babies, oh my gosh, the 90s. That is such a wonderful story that your niece was able to get something from a complete stranger. Thank you so much for sharing. I really am glad to hear that your niece had such a wonderful experience there. My best friend doesn't know it's me buying her favorite guitar today. My best friend's family is in a really bad spot. They just moved into a new house and her mom and all of her sisters have to leave. She is the second oldest and has to sell a bunch of her stuff to help out her mom. One of the things she's having to sell is her bass. One that I know she loves and told me it would be the hardest to give away. So after she called me explaining what was going on, I talked to my family and we decided that we would buy the bass and keep it here with me until she could have somewhere to keep it. She thinks one of my friends is coming with me to pick it up. She has no idea that it's going to be me and my aunt who show up in a few hours. I wish I could do more, but I'm excited to see her face when she realizes that her guitar is going to be waiting for her and isn't gone forever. Edit: just picked up the bass. She was very happy to see me, and when I told her I would hold on to it until she could take it again, she was definitely holding back tears. I'm glad I could help somehow, even if it wasn't a lot. Edit 2: I hope I don't come off as this stuck-up person. I just thought I would post a feel-good story. It made me feel good knowing that I helped someone I care about dearly. Edit 3: thank you for the gold, whoever you are. I'll try to keep this all up to date. I'm planning on buying more of her stuff, some of her CDs and other things. Keep you all updated when I can. Well, OP, you deserve that gold. That is a wonderful act of charity towards someone else. That is incredibly moving, that you care for your friend so much that you would purchase something so dear to her just so that she can have it again when life allows her to. So thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much for being a good person. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate all the support you've been giving the channel lately and am thrilled with how much it's grown in less than 2 weeks. You've all been wonderful and I can't thank you enough. If you liked the video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps get a new channel off the ground and will bring these stories of good examples of humanity to more people. I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'm Exile451. Stay beautiful, people.